What's up, everybody? This is Tostemac, and welcome back to another Autism vlog. Today we're going to be answering a special request from someone by the name of Aspie Answers All. I'll put a link to the YouTube channel down below. And she writes, "Hi guys, I want to say right now that I am really happy that you and your friend, Thomas is my brother by the way, is helping each other out spreading awareness in autism. I was wondering if there was a way that you can share what you think the future will hold for people with autism, and maybe some help networks for people with autism in your area and maybe around the world." Well, around the world, I'm not really sure what's there. In terms of help networks around the area I'm in, which would be the Maryland, DC, and Baltimore area, Virginia area, somewhere around that ballpark, there are lots of places you can go to. Like, let's see, there's Pathfinders for Autism, there's the Autism Society in Northern Virginia, there's Autism Speaks, and oh, I almost forgot, there's also CareFap, run by Dr. Amanda Carter. That's in the Washington area. I've worked with CareFap a few times at certain events and whatnot, and they're a really helpful group, and they really want to grow and help people out with autism to help get out there in the real world and start learning some of the skills needed and whatnot. So I'll leave a link to the CareFap site down below so you can check out what services they offer and maybe they can help you out. With that in mind, let's talk about what I think about the future with autism holds. So before we begin talking about what the future may hold for people with autism, I want you guys to know that this is strictly opinion based. This is just what I think the future may hold. I could be right, I could be wrong. So if you have a different perspective, or if there's something I may have left out, or if there's something you agree with or disagree with, let me know in the comments below. I'm interested to see what you think. So, what does the future hold for people with autism? That's kind of a broad subject if you think about it, so I'll try to go over a few of them. Let's see, let's talk about, how about education and workforce? As you may already know, there are a lot more people being born with autism each year, and as a result, there's a lot more awareness about autism in general. We're at a point now where we're no longer a minority group. It's no longer, let's say in a classroom, it's no longer in a case where you see two kids in the corner of the classroom who either have autism or just straight up troublesome or whatnot. No, we've grown to such a big number that we've actually become part of the norm in both the school classrooms and in the workforce. In terms of schools and whatnot, we're beginning to see a lot more attention being given to special needs students, be it either autism or ADHD or Down syndrome or so on and so forth. We're beginning to see a lot more services and activities popping up to help cater to a special needs student to help him or her succeed. Now, in terms of what activities and services they are, that would have to depend on the school in question. But what about the working world? What about when you finally get your education done and you get a full-time job and whatnot? Well, me personally, on my previous work experience, I haven't really faced any discrimination issues where people didn't like me just because I have autism. I mean, heck, people couldn't tell I had autism unless I told them. And neither of any of my friends with autism, they didn't face any discrimination issues either. In my opinion, I think that's because people are beginning to see that individuals with autism have a lot to bring to the table in terms of a full-time job or any companies and whatnot. Actually, speaking of which, there are several companies that I know of that are actually hiring specifically people with autism. Let's see, there are companies like Microsoft, there's Ford, there's Home Depot, and that's just to name a few. There are a lot of companies these days that are looking into hiring people with autism because of the certain skill sets that these individuals can bring to the table. So in terms of going to school or getting a job in the working world and whatnot, this is a great time for someone to have autism. I mean, there are a lot more doors open to us and a lot more services to help us out, and there's so many opportunities for us out there in comparison to several years ago and whatnot. But what about discrimination? Is there going to be more discrimination against people with autism? Is there going to be less discrimination in the future? Honestly, I can't really tell whether there's going to be less or more. The sad fact I can tell you is that discrimination will still be there. But why, you may ask? Why now, at a point where we're connected in more ways than ever before, where we've come to a better understanding? Why are we still having discrimination now? Well, sadly, it's because of the fact that we're all different. We all come from different walks of life. We're all different races with different beliefs and morals and whatnot. So it's kind of inevitable that somewhere along the line, someone's going to be going like, hey, my beliefs are better than yours, or your race is inferior because they can't do what we can do and whatnot. I mean, it's going to be there. So long as we have different races and different ideals, there's always going to be discrimination. However, that doesn't mean nothing can be done about it, or there's nothing being done about it. There's already plenty of people talking about discrimination, trying to put an end to it. But the simplest thing that you guys can do, yes, you, the audience, the people watching right now, the simplest thing that you guys can do is go out there in the world with an open mind. You can stay true to your beliefs and your morals and whatnot, but don't be afraid to meet new people. You know, just kind of walk around, maybe go to a park, meet new friends and whatnot, and kind of learn a bit more about them. And if they have a different belief than you or come from a different walk of life, just be sure to accept them for who they are, rather than seeing, oh, how are they so different than me and whatnot. Because only when we start to accept each other as ourselves, rather than judging each other on what we're not or what we should be, that's the only way we're going to stop discrimination. Now let's think of a bigger picture. Humanity as a whole. What role would individuals with autism play in the future for humanity? There has been an interesting idea that has been tossed around a few places. I've heard a few friends and relatives say it. Also a couple official people like Zickerman from Fora.tv and Jessica Ravinsky, who published an article on this. And the idea that's being tossed around is autism the next step in human evolution? In my mind, if I had to call it right now, I would have to say no. No, wait. Hear me out on this one, please. Whenever I think of something like the next stage of human evolution, I'm thinking of a stage that surpasses the previous stage in every single aspect, not just certain aspects here and there. I mean, yes, it's true. Individuals with autism can be more intelligent and more creative than that of a neurotypical at times, making them more efficient in the workplace in terms of problem solving, coming up with new ideas, or finding new creative ways to blow people's minds and whatnot. But there's still a big area that we're struggling with. Social skills. Yes, it may seem so basic to some, but social skills is a pretty big necessity in our lives. And I'm not just talking about calling people on the phone or sending a text message or a message on Facebook and whatnot. No, I'm talking about actually going out there, meeting people, like learning the social norms, social cues and whatnot, body language and whatnot. You get the idea. Social skills are a lot more important to humanity than you may think. The ideas like empathy, passion, compassion, creativity, hatred, love, and so on and so forth. These are the kind of things that separate us from like being a machine or a robot or a mindless animal and whatnot. It's such a simplistic but yet significant part of our lives that we can't just simply throw away and whatnot. But how significant is it? How much of a necessity is social skills needed in our lives? Here, I'll show you. Come on, we're gonna go. There, follow me.
Good job.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, let's say hi, Steven.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Hello. Oh, here's a cute little girl. Here's the cute little troglodyte. Wait, I think that's the right word.
Show Steven what you got.
What do you got? What do you got for
Show
me?
Steven.
Show Steven, honey.
Oh, it's a Christmas calendar thing. Even though it's still a few more days left till Christmas.
Right.
Or till December.
See, Steven used to get those when he was a little boy.
Hey, no need to talk about embarrassing stuff like that. It's going on YouTube.
Well, that's okay, but that's part of growing up, and that was part of your traditions, which we all know are very important to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So how you doing, Jason?
You want to talk about embarrassment? I have stories.
No, Jason. Hey, Mom, can I ask you something?
Sure, honey, what do you need?
Why is it so important for people to socialize and whatnot?
Well, a lot of reasons. The first one is that's part of the human development. That is part of who we are. It is in our natures, and we need it to keep growing, and we need it to survive. It's actually a survival technique that way back in ancient times they realized the value of it. With the autism community, it's even more important because one of the things that I learned raising the two of you with the autism spectrum is it really does take a community to raise these children. As you see here...
Okay, we've heard the rest of the stuff before. How's it going, Jason? How's it going?
What's going on, Steven?
Nothing much. I don't know whether you're in focus or not.
How's that? Is that a little better?
Yeah, it's way
How
better
about
now. No, that's too close. So about your... what are your thoughts on socializing and whatnot?
I think socializing is very important. It's a fundamental need,
And that's it?
and I think it's better to socialize than be by yourself. Honestly, I'm a social person though.
Why
I'm
don't you socialize-
I'm not a cameragenic person though either. So.
Oh, that's okay. The camera's not in focus.
Okay, so they can't see me. I'm just like a talking blob.
Yeah, pretty much.
So all in all, I have to say that the future is pretty bright for individuals with autism, whether it be going to school or getting into the workforce or chatting with random people downstairs and whatnot. And who knows, maybe the time will come when people fully accept individuals with autism without worrying about discrimination and whatnot, and maybe we'll finally get over that social skills issue we keep on having and whatnot, and maybe one day actually be called the next stage of human evolution. But until then, I'm just gonna end the vlog here. Thank you very much for watching this video, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And what do you think the future holds for individuals with autism? Actually, curious to know. Let's start a discussion down there. Do you agree with some of the things I said? Do you disagree? Do you have any other thoughts that you want to add and whatnot? Let me know. So, thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and until the next video, see you later.